What's up, people? It's your boy Slide. In this video, I'm going to talk about change in societal behavior. There's some things I've noticed that have changed over the course of time. And I don't know if you guys have seen it. Maybe you have, maybe you haven't. I don't know. But I'm going to speak on some things I've noticed. I noticed that a lot of us these days are no longer interactive with each other. People are not social anymore. And yes, we have reasons like technology or work schedule. So I understand. One thing I wanted to speak on is when it comes to like watching movies and TV shows, right? I remember before when you watched a TV show or a movie, you would actually spend time discussing that movie that you just watched. Okay? I'm going to speak on the movies than the TV shows. Like, I remember before, when you watch a movie, if it really got your attention, you would actually discuss it. Like, you would analyze the funny parts, the parts you liked, and what parts you didn't like, how it was written. You know what I mean? Like, you would start to analyze those things. Like, if a movie was well written, or if it was a good movie, you don't really discuss the writing. Because you're like, man, the movie was so good, it left a positive impact, in your mind. But when a movie was poorly written, you say to yourself, who wrote this? Like, the writer should have done this, the writer should have done that. You should analyze these things, But it's not like that anymore. It's more like you watch a movie and that's it. You don't really discuss it. You don't really talk about it. It's like you just watched it. Same thing with TV shows. Like, when it comes to TV shows, these are shows that are on every week for the season. And you watch these shows, it's kind of like you just watch it and that's it. I remember there'd be a time when you watch a TV show, you would analyze certain aspects that really caught your attention. You analyze. Oh, this is what this person did. That's kind of crazy how you did that. And you start to analyze things and you become more involved in the show. But nowadays, it's like you watch a TV show and that's it. You don't really discuss it. You just watched it. And that's all it is. That's all it is. When I watch TV shows, I try to discuss it with people. People don't even care to even, respond. It's like, yeah, that was funny. That was funny. And that's it. And that's it. You know what? That's the only thing you talk about. That's it. And it's like, I don't know if people see this. If people do, let me know. We are no longer interactive people anymore. It's like when you go on vacation or you go to a new spot you've never been before. You usually discuss those things because it's a new experience for you. It can even be in your own town you live in. For the first time you went to the museum, or the first time you tried a new activity, you went to a food festival. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, right? You go to these places and it's like, these places are unique. But nobody discusses these things anymore. It's more like you do these things and that's it. And I don't know I don't know what's going on, but this is what I have noticed. This is the new life in America. People are just antisocial people. Antisocial, never happy. They don't discuss anything new. They walk around like, okay, I'm gonna watch TV so I can rest my body. They don't actually watch TV in the sense where they can learn something from it. Like, you watch a television show or you watch a comedy show, you watch those shows just to laugh. Okay? If you watch a documentary, you're supposed to learn from the documentary. But it seems like in America these days, people don't do any of this stuff. It's just like, oh, you do this, you do that, you know? And it's like no one discusses these things anymore. When I would watch like TV shows or movies, people can't even like, let me take it back. When I watch TV shows, some people don't even care to like analyze. They just watch it and that's it. And there's some, I understand people watch different TV shows. Yes, I understand that. But I'm talking about the people who watch the exact same thing as you. No one cares to discuss it. Like, it's just, I watched it. Yeah, I watched it. And that's it. You know? Yeah. I've been to that restaurant. It was nice. Yeah, you know. It's like no one discusses anything anymore. And I don't know how people can live like this. The whole point of having a life or having a decent life is to discuss your experiences. I tried this new food. I tried this new activity. That's how it's supposed to be. You learn from each other. Because if you tell me right now, I went to this restaurant and it was very nice. Guess what? It may encourage me to go to that restaurant. You see what I mean? But a lot of people don't do that no more. A lot of people don't do that. It's more like, hey, yeah, I tried that place. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know. The more I think about these type of things, it kind of gets me depressed a little bit. Because it's like you're living in the Matrix. You're living in a life where people act like robots. They act a certain way. They don't show any kind of excitement. And it's just whatever. And I think that's what's really going on, which I can't stand. I don't know. I don't like this kind of life. This life, it sucks. It sucks. What kind of life are you supposed to have if you just go to work and that's it? The average person you talk to today is working 40 hours a week for 2 weeks paid vacation. And even though they work 40 hours, some may do overtime. So by the time they have a day off, they just want to rest and chill and talk to nobody. This is the life people are living these days. And I don't know what kind of life that's supposed to be. But that does not sound interesting to me at all. Some people, that may be okay. But for me, that's not okay. I don't know what kind of life people live these days, but I want to live a decent life where I can discuss my experiences. I can travel with people. Because in America today, most people do not travel for any reason. Do you not hear what I said? Most people do not travel. If people travel, they have to go with other people. If they can't go with other people, they don't travel at all. That's the average American mindset. They don't know how to do things alone. They don't know how to do things alone. So they rather just, they rather just live the same basic life than try new things. If you don't have anyone to try new things with, go by yourself. There's nothing wrong in traveling by yourself. Some people can't travel by themselves. Oh, they must travel with somebody. They can't travel alone. I'm like, what kind of mentality is that? If people want to live that life, more power to them. But guess what? That's not for me. This life we live in America today is so depressing. And I've seen people who've gone on vacations. I've seen people travel to new places. They don't ever discuss what they've seen and what they've done. They don't ever discuss it. And when I do kind of ask about how was the trip and whatever, and some people, they don't really say anything about it. It's more like, yeah, you know, it was fun. I did this, I did that. They don't ever go into details. Nothing. I'm like, what kind of life is this that we're living today in the United States? I don't know what kind of life people are living, but that life ain't for me. You know? It's just something I've noticed. I don't know if people have seen this stuff either, but I don't know. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but a lot of people, man, they're just, this life in this society is so depressing. And it's one of those things where you have to pretend that you don't know what's going on so you can live a decent life. Well, not a decent life, but you can live a basic life. Because if most people in society if they don't think about the things you think about, it's going to make you look like the odd person out. No one's happy anymore, man. It's just crazy. Then you have people out there, they just talk about negative things. You have people out there who discuss negative things all the time. They don't like their boss. Okay, they don't like the job. They don't like the town they live in. You know, all of this stuff. Those are the topics that usually get people's mindset. But when it comes to building a future or, you know, fun things or nice things, nothing. Nothing ever comes up. So anyhow, let me know what you think. Peace.